Good morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update, and this update is for the morning of Monday, the 2nd of February, 2026, about 8:20 a.m. Sorry I didn't put out anything over the weekend. I caught the flu and a bad cold all at the same time. Maybe it's one and the same, but boy, did it put me down for 48 hours. I'm better, but still congested, and that's working its way out, but everything else is okay. Chills, the whole thing. As you can see, stock market trying to stabilize in the Dow, but all the other indices are lower. It's a wild day still in the metal markets. You're up $3 in the gold, but you had been. Just take a look, up to 48.55. So the market was $138 higher than this. In the silver, you were up $8 from where you're at right now. You plunged to 71.20. What I think happened is the market went after the stops. A lot of people would have had stops under Friday's lows. The market opens 84.30 higher, and then it flushes those out. We'll see. In the copper market, you do realize from last week's high to just today's low, the market broke $1 a pound. That is monstrous in its scope. And if we look at the platinum market, it's gone just today $300 an ounce. I mean, these are untradeable. I have said that to you for a long time. I have said that if you're going to trade, only options are the way to do it, but I didn't even think that was worth it. When you miss a trade like that and you try to get involved in something that's gone parabolic, it generally ends with a bang. And that's just what happened. 31.5% drop in the silver market on Friday is absolutely the second largest on record. So it gives you an idea of that. You're rallying in the dollar. You're breaking in a number of currencies. I think this is going to end up where your sell opportunity in the dollar will show itself and the buy opportunity in the currencies will be coming. I don't know if it's this week, but I expect it to show. On the energy markets, there's talk that Iran and the U.S. might have their delegates meet in Turkey. I don't know what meet means because they generally refuse to go into the same room with an American. We'll find out. But everything that President Trump has said, he said he hasn't changed. They've got to drop their nuclear ambitions. They've got to get rid of missiles. They can limit how many they have. They're willing to work with that. However, they've got to stop supplying money to the insurgents in the Middle East. And I think that those three elements cannot be done. We'll see what happens. In the bonds and notes, still a pattern here where the market's adding a little bit of yield. I still like the long two, short the 10. People have asked me about that. In the grain markets, everything got hit today, but that's not a surprise. When you see markets that do what the metal markets did, people have a tendency to sell the good. In other words, they might have other positions on that were doing well to maintain the bad because it's going to come back in price. It generally doesn't work out that way. How do I know? I've owned brokerage firms throughout my whole life, adult life. In the S&P Global Group, we can see that at 8:45, they're looking for the final manufacturing sector PMI. The last month's, the prelim was 51.9. It is last month. We'll see how it comes out. The ISM will release their U.S. January manufacturing sector index at 9 o'clock. That's expected to come in at 48.5 compared to the 47.9 that we saw the month before in December. We'll see how that comes out. So as you put this all together, we'll see what's there. If I feel good, which I'm feeling much better right now, I will put out the updates tonight. I'm getting ready to do special reports, probably on currencies and the gold. I just want to feel better. You know, how you put them out if you don't feel good doesn't come out right. Remember, if you need any of our information, go to iraepstein.com. It's that simple. You'll see everything that we offer right there on the website. I'm Ira. You have a great trading day. I'll catch up with you this evening.